Hey guys, welcome back to my P3D video, and oh my gosh, it's been a while since we've last been in the 737 here. 737-900 actually. We are in the 737-900 with Delta. I think the last flight we did with the 737-900 was like a flight from San Francisco to like Washington or whatever it was. Ages ago, back in P3D version 4.1 or whatever. So that was a while ago. But we're back, and for some reason the jetway doesn't work at Atlanta. So as you can see, we're at Delta and we're at Atlanta, like I just said, and we're flying off to Denver. About a flight time of 2 hours and 37 minutes. For some reason these jetways are like glitching out. So catering, well, GSX is moaning about catering. So the FPS is quite bad actually in this cockpit view for some reason. I'm not sure why. But hey, and it looks like with custom textures, the yoke turns black. I'm not sure why. It's definitely there's some sort of scenery beyond the terminal building. It's giving me some bad FPS. So let's get the battery power, ground power, because we're going to connect to the ground power. We'll come down here, ground connections, ground power on. That can come to armed. That can come on. Bring the seatbelt signs on. Go to the right, FMC. Open up the doors. As you open up these doors, like so, as well. And we go to the fuel and payload, obviously that's in pounds, so let's go and change that quickly. Like so. Okay, so total fuel on board will be 14,696 kilos of fuel, so 70% total fuel. And our zero fuel weight is 64.3. No, it does not like that at all. What's full? Really? Okay, that's different. That's really different then compared to what PFPX says the max payload is for this aircraft. So I'm gonna have to change that after the video. Okay. So we can go back to the doors page or whatever. Let's just stay on FS actions. Let's go to the right, left MCU. Let's get up here quickly. First, let's get the irises to align. Let's go get. We got a few in the center, so we can actually get the APU started up whenever we want. That's fine. Let's go into the positive quickly and just say where we are. So at Atlanta, at gate Bravo 18. Or Bravo 18 is what you normally say, that's obviously not in there. Okay, that's because when it waits for that GPS, so let's go get the APU started up. And also, we will go and set our cruise altitude in here, which will be 340. Like so. Awesome. Yeah, we got fuel in the center, those are on, so don't know why the APU is not starting up. There we go. Now it's starting up. Still waiting on the GPS left to align up here. So let's go. We're staying in inches as we are in America. It is currently 2992, like so. That all syncs up everywhere. 2990, sorry. And also, so Top Cat doesn't have a 737-900 profile. So what I've done is I've just found a program called QSim Planner. And it's got some extra aircraft that can calculate the takeoff. So luckily, so it can do the 300 ER on the 777. It can do the 737-900 and the 600. It can do the Boeing 747-8 once that arrives with PMDG, and also can do the 787-8, but not the 9 variant on that. So it's got some aircraft that Top Cat can't do, which is nice. I have to change that takeoff weight though. I've entered in because for some reason it's different, because the max zero fuel weight is different. So GPS left, we put that in there. I can actually calculate it. So 14 point. For some reason this view is very fast. It's weird. I'll calculate our proper total fuel, total weight. Actually, I think the FMC will do it anyway. So from Atlanta to Denver, like I said. Like so. Catering is completed, boarding is next. We are taking off on 26 left. And our flight number is Delta, so DAL 1816. Activate. This route is very short, as you can see. This is a lot of directs. So 0 fuel weight can go in. You see a total weight there is 76.5. And our plan fuel is, where is it? 7.5 we're planning to use. And our final reserve will also be 2. It's quite a lot actually. And cost index, not sure. 25 or so, let's just go with 340 on our cruise altitude, which is under the max cruise, which is good. And our type of climb is a 326 at 17 knots. Like so. Transition altitude is 18,000 feet. N1 limit. So, we are doing just a normal takeoff, so TO, and we'll be selecting well, temperature 27 degrees. And if actually, let me just put new weight in, calculate. So 27 will give us 300 meters of runway left over, so that's nice. Takeoff, CG can go in. We're also doing flats 5 for takeoff. And next page. So this is actually the good thing. I can actually see the slope of the runway. So instead of just putting 0 in, it's actually 0.3%, which is awesome. The runway winds as well is 310 at 5 knots. And that'll put some new V speeds in. So V1 of 1.4. Actually, let's do the departure and arrive quickly as well, because that's going to delete the runway speeds. So 26 left. We are doing the NASA 2, which is on the next page. There it is. And we are transitioning at Viz. I have no idea how to say that, but that's the transition waypoint. And that's entered. And let's just go to the plan. And just check out our plan route. It's looking good so far. And obviously it's a really short route, so that ends right there, and it looks perfect. We're aiming to land on runway 26 at Denver, so that's all good. I can come down to 10. We'll set up the NCP actually. Weather, data, traffic. And other side, VORs up to 40, traffic, terrain, data. Come down here quickly, go back to the takeoff page here. Put the V1, 142, rotate speed of 147, and V2, 156, and then the trim is 5.51. We'll put the V2, 156 in here. Like so. We'll set our runway heading, which is around 260, probably just above it. Let me go and check the charts for this. Atlanta, of course, no, it's not going to download any charts. Nice. 26 left, runway heading is actually 275. The reason why it's not a 27 left, oh, I'm just scrolling the long way around, is because they have 4 runways at heading of 275, and they can't do like a runway 27 left, 27 center 1, 27 center 2, 27 right. It just sounds weird, so they just name it 2 different types of runways. So 26 and 2 lefts. So that's entered, and also crew 360 was it? I can't remember. Look up here. 340. That is correct, right? 340, yeah. And entered. Oh yeah. Cool. So that can come back to map actually as well. And we will make sure the seatbelt signs are on. Good. Window heats, and we'll get the probes on as well now. So that means we can get rid of the pitot covers here. AP is running. We'll get the AP generator online, like so. We can get rid of the ground power, make sure parking brake is set, and come down to the T-gas, set this to 2000, like so. Set this to weather and terrain, or turbulence. I'm not quite sure if anyone knows if the T stands for turbulence or terrain. It's probably turbulence actually, to be honest. Because the terrain's a different radar, so don't let me know because I know it's turbulence. Unless it is terrain, then tell me. Yeah, so that's done down there. And insufficient fuel, that's fine. IRSs are just lining up now. which is nice. It's pretty annoying with the like non-official textures. It's like a black texturing on it. And actually, there's two. Oh, goodbye. Come back here. There's two checklists overriding each other here, as you can see. Cool. So yeah, just waiting for the last bit of the IRS to align up. I believe baggage is probably about finished by now. Yeah, after cargo is pretty much almost done there. So yeah, bit shame that this jetway doesn't move, sadly. Just waiting for the IRSs to... Actually, no, they're done. Both sides, awesome. Oh, what's this? These have got custom textures, so you can see got some maximum weights here. And a random 3838. What the hell does that mean? Use for Wi-Fi devices on the flight deck prohibited when engines operating for purpose of flight. Don't know what 3838 stands for. But hey. So, we'll get rid of, well, close the passenger doors, sorry, not get rid of them, and gonna wait for the, probably can close the aftercargo door right now. We'll just quickly peek outside the window, we can just check the boarding of the forward cargo, and it looks like it's done actually. Yeah, the aftercargo is going over there. He's finished now. We can close up the forward cargo door, get rid of the wheel chocks, go to the legs page. And let me check where we are on the airport so I can see if I do a nose left or nose right pushback. And where are we? Oh, we're all the way over there. Lovely. We got a nose left, by the way. So, prepare for pushback. Nose left. Cool. I swear I set that. That's weird. And so that's all good. Set parking brakes immediately. Yes, I know I may have just taken the parking brakes out, but now they're set. Alright. Do not forget to set timer for this pushback. Cool. Just gonna wait for GSX to connect up. Right, do we have like a static camera for this gate here? Oh, we do. Nice. For some reason, I don't know why, but Chasebane is calling this airport the Hartsfield Atlanta International. Like, the Hartsfield Atlanta International. Like, not like Hartsfield Atlanta International. Chasebane's calling it the Hartsfield Atlanta International. Not sure why, but hey, does it do that to every single? Maybe it is actually called the Hartsfield Atlanta. I should stop saying that name. Okay, we're going to release parking brakes. Let's wait for this truck to go behind the aircraft. And yeah, let's go and release parking brakes now. Let's go get the fuel pumps on. I'll go back to the static view actually, once we get the engine starting up. Let's go start number 2. I'll bring the fuel straight away so we can actually take a look at it. And get the track aircraft. So what the camera's going to do now is just track the aircraft, so it's going to move a bit. It's just going to be quite cool. Just watch it push back here. That tail's a massive. That is a big tail. It looks quite big from this view actually. Like just looking at like probably my plane view when we come into the start the video off, it doesn't look that big, but from the static view it looks massive. Oh, and hello, get out of our view. Right, I just heard the start switch cut out, and we set the timer over there. There we go. We'll start number 1, and we'll start the engine properly this time. I'll wait for it to get to 25%. So it is about 22, 25, set parking brake. Cool. Just waiting for the engine number 1 power. Turn on Gen 2, and then we'll turn on Gen 1 once engine number 1 fully starts up. Awesome. I'm just going to reset my camera view here a bit further forward than it was. So yeah, sadly I don't know what the FPS is being lost about, but I can check what is being completely used up, and it is nothing. Nothing's being completely used up right now, and for some reason FPS is low, so it's just a bad optimized airport. So there's no warnings up in the overhead, which is lovely. I set that dual bleed so we can turn off the APU bleed here. Turn on Gen 1, activate Gen 1, turn that off, turn these two continuous, and yeah, so it's just the ram door full open, which it actually is not. That can come to auto, and the isolation valve. Packs can come to auto, left and right. Left is clear, right is clear. Let's do the flight control check if they have that activated. Yep. Full right, full left, all the way down, all the way up, rudder to the right, rudder to the left. Beautiful. So, release the parking brakes, set auto brake to RTO, set flaps 5 as well. And trim's meant to be 5.51. So I get the some power going, so I can just taxi without looking. Beautiful. 5.51, I would say, is about there. Cool. So, not too long of a taxi, it's just, well actually it's quite long. We've got a taxi down here to the end of the terminal, and there goes the Delta 717 out there. Awesome. I'm not sure if this is still the busiest airport in the world. I remember watching a program that said this was the busiest airport in the world, but I'm not sure if it still is. It's just got loads of Delta aircraft everywhere. Cool. So yeah, once we just pass this terminal, we're going to pretty much taxi 3,000 meters down. Pretty much taxiing the whole runway, let's just say. So on the right here we've got Foxtrot, but I'm going to move on a bit further up to Echo. Well, it's the day, so I don't actually know. I keep forgetting to turn on the turn-offs and the taxi light. So right, let's slow down a bit. This turn. And there goes another aircraft. And an aircraft's coming in. Was that doing something weird? No, it's doing a go around. It messed up. What aircraft's that? Another Delta. There's Deltas everywhere. It's scaring you. It's a big airport. Hey, we've got Southwest. Okay. Don't want to stress out the engines, so it's going to reduce some power. I'm not sure if you activate TA only when you're on the ground at Atlanta, as it's a big airport. I'm not sure, because there'll be a lot of aircraft taxiing around, and TA might be a bit annoying. So I'm going to turn straight to TA RA once we get to the 26 left. Got another 2 aircraft coming in, which is nice. The good thing is AI are taking off on the same runway as I want to be, and landing on a different runway, which is 26 right, which I'm happy about. So they're not going to annoy me, and I'm not going to have to turn off the traffic or anything. We might get a bit delayed because we have, well, there's an aircraft taking off now. There's an aircraft waiting to take off. I'm not sure about this aircraft. No, I think that'll be fine. So pretty much going to have to wait for the aircraft over there to take off, and so we should be good, actually. Don't know what this aircraft doing. Probably waiting for the aircraft, this aircraft to land. Oh, look at that! Two in a row. Got to wait for this Delta to land. Then it's probably going to cross the. Oh no, it is actually taxiing, I believe. So it's fine. So, is that going to cross the runway with that one taking off, or what's it going to do? Interesting to see what AI likes to do. Let's get a cheeky wing view here, shall we? Oh, lovely. It's been a while since we last flew in the 900, so it's going to have to get used to it, really, because it's going to be a bit more heavy than a typical 737. So, yeah. So I actually quite like this QSIM planner I just got. It's for free, so it's really useful. It works like a treat. Here comes this aircraft coming down. And that one's taking off, so we're good. Typical auto traffic live, just doing a slap belly in the ground landing. Right. So we just went past Echo 11, which is that right there, and all we have left is Echo 13 and Echo, and we're going to go taxi all the way down to the end of the taxiway here, to the right of the end of the runway, because we are heavy and it's only 3,000 meters long, and apparently we're only going to get 300 meters left, so we'll see how accurate that is. Is that terrain raised, or no, it's just 3D grass. For some reason it looks like it's been raised. Okay, let's go idle throttle now. I'm going to taxi to the... no, keep it to the left actually. Down here. Bit two brakes here just to slow down the aircraft just a tad. Cool. And then here's Echo right here. So I don't think there's any aircraft landing. Well, I know so. I know that. There's no aircraft landing. I just need to check once we've lined up, make sure there's nothing crossing or doing anything stupid. So yeah. So 08 right and 26 left. So we are correct the runway. Oh, we aren't the runway. We are at the correct runway, not we are correct runway. So okay. Let's line up, let's go and get the landing lights on, taxi light can come off, and that can come to strobe. Let's go and tend the cabin. Yeah, there's an aircraft just crossing the runway then, but there's one right down the end of the runway. So let's line up here quickly and see what we've got. I'll kind of activate the flight director and the auto throttle as well. I have not forgotten about that. And also the TCAS. So T8RA, flight directors, auto throttle, flight director on the other side. I can see the traffic on here now, and looking down there it's all clear, so let's go about 50% on the N1. Set the timer, hit trigger, here we go. So 98.4% on the N1 is what we're looking for. Airspeed's alive. $80 knots. Yeah, so acceleration's quite slow actually. Yeah, we're going to have more than 300 meters of runway left over, which is fine.
V1.
Rotate. Remember, this has got a long belly, so I don't want to climb, rotate too fast. Right, gear up. Goodbye to Atlanta. This trim, I think, is set a bit too high, but hey. I think there's Atlantis City on the right of us. And there it is. Right, let's get the LNAV active. We need to be turning right here. And lovely right turn, I would say. And we'll get the VNAV active as well. Bring the nose down a bit. It's a shame about the black yokes, it's weird. Try and keep inside the flight director here. Cool. So we're accelerating. I'll get the autopilot turned on. And what a beautiful view right here. I was thinking to find a way to fix the roads. They're still green. The roads just disappeared, which is weird. I'm not sure why. Actually, that's not a road. That is green because of the power lines, actually. So maybe the roads have fixed. I know you can see photo real roads, but I don't know. Maybe yeah, they're green because of the power lines, actually. That's a vector, Orbx vector right there. Maybe if I turn off the power lines in Orbx vector, I might fix this annoying green lines everywhere. It just cuts out scenery wherever it goes. Right, let's go bring flaps up. I've been too busy looking at random stuff. Auto brake 2 off, gear can come off, flaps are coming up, awesome. I didn't put that back into engine page, there we go. Go back to the legs page. Flaps are in transit apparently, and they are up, and no lights, awesome. Check the overhead, no warnings or anything, awesome. I'm going to get rid of the retractable lights because they will produce some drag, and we don't want that. And I hope you guys enjoyed the takeoff coming out of Atlanta. I will see you in the descent in 2 hours time, I would say. Be like 3 minutes for you. And enjoy the cinematics. It's been a while since last flew in the 737-900, so it's going to be a nice little change. And like I said, I'll see you in the descent. Enjoy the cinematics, and goodbye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent down into Denver. We are currently passing 19,000 feet, I would say. Oh, just passed it. And currently travelling at 270 knots, I would say, more or less. We need to go hit QNH, which is 3001 right now. As we're going to get past transition altitude very soon. Which is right about now. Let's set QNH, or inches, whatever you call it, the pressure. We're on the VNAV. Speed's just a couple 3 knots high, which is fine. The winds are pretty much dead at Denver right now, so we were expecting a runway 26 landing, so we're doing a runway 26 landing. So let's go and get the passenger signs on. Our landing altitude is 5,484. Yeah, 5,484. 84. Yeah, that would round up to 5,500 then, wouldn't it? Cool. So we've got no fuel in the centre now, and we had a bit of a beefy headwind. It's not as strong anymore, but it's quite beefy, let's just say, in the cruise. So a bit delayed. That's not by too much though. Okay, so localizer is 108.9, like so. And we'll do both sides, like so. 108.9, awesome. So the landing altitude's 5,000 feet, I would say, pretty much. It's about 10,000 feet above the ground right now. So let's go and bring on the fixed and the turn-offs. So like so. We'll put out the retractables once we get some airspeed lost. Course will be 263. Let's do it this way around. 263, both sides. Like so. I'll set the current heading, which is 306. Awesome. So, we've got some deceleration coming up there. I've got a bit of things going on as we can't pass this next waypoint, which is fine. Minimums as well is, well, we'll do radio, which is 200. This will be 200 feet above ground. Like so, because we're doing a local ILS. So if we're doing a localizer approach, we will probably be doing I'll set my radio to 311, but yeah, cool. So go around to be 9,000 feet, which will well, the start of the go around to be 5,900 feet. We should be on the ILS at 9,000 feet, so I'll set that to 9,000 feet. That's our ending go-around altitude, let's say. So yeah, I just had a mini lag spike because the airport's setting in, but I have no idea where it is. Somewhere in the distance, to the left of us. So we've got quite a lot of fuel on board actually as well. PHV ref, I haven't done that yet. We're doing flats 40 because we are quite heavy. It is a long runway, I know. Actually, I'm going to go flats 30. I'll give you a reason why. Because the runway, if you want, you have to pretty much willing to come off right at the end of it. So set autobrake 1 as well. You really want to come off right at the end of the runway because the way the runway is made, positioned, sorry, compared to the airport. So you want to make sure we stay on the runway as long as possible. So coming in a bit faster at flaps 30 will be absolutely fine. Well, it's going to be fun landing this 737-900. Look at it. It's a lot longer than the typical 800s. Right, let's go bring the approach to active. Apparently it's 262 in the course, which is weird. And I can't change that, so Is it on the correct Yep, our joy. Good. And we should, I don't know where they are, some flap speeds, and I've forgotten where they are inside this aircraft. Down here. Speed limits, looks like, okay. Awesome. So flaps 5 is 250, yes. Okay, I think the whole airport's loaded in now because we've had a massive FPS drop. Right. Set flaps 5. I know we're just passing 10,000 feet, but we are 5,000 feet from the ground, so there's something over there with some weird textures. Right, let's bring some speed brakes out that help us decelerate a bit more. Nice. Down to 172 apparently. Not sure why, but hey. For some reason the aircraft is descending very slowly just so it can slow down, which I get, I understand, but why? I want to stay on the VNAV. We're not above the glide slope just yet, so it's fine. Once you slow down, it will compensate, don't worry. I'm going to speed intervene this actually, right, give it the speed brakes and arm, and we'll go to like 190 or something. So our landing ref speed is 152, so our approach speed will be 157. Okay, we're on the localizer. We have caught the localizer, and we should be catching the glide slope as well soon. There we go, the glide slope has been caught. Down to 180. Well, let's go 170. Let's go set flaps 10. I think I should have like a view back, like back here or something. But hey, I know I have this view, but I think I need a view like just in between, this view and that view. I'm not sure. So it should be like that there, so we can see the flaps a bit better than that. But hey, right, I believe I have runway in sight. Yes, I do. Right, let's go set flaps 15. And obviously it's going to start moaning at me because we have the gear down, so let's go bring gear down. Let's go set flaps 15 debug speed. We are decelerating very nicely, which is nice. There's a lot of aircraft on the ground, like a lot of aircraft on the ground. I never knew Denver was this busy. Are they over there though? That's a problem. Are they on runway 26? They shouldn't be, but we'll find out. Cool. 2500. Let's go and get the retractable lights on, and let's set these to continuous. We should have done that when we first set the flaps out, but it's not too much of a problem inside the sim. I'm not sure if we should have this thing down or not. It doesn't help me at all. Alright, let's go on the speed brakes. You should be able to see the runway very clearly now. Yeah, I can't see any traffic down on that runway, which is awesome. There's quite a lot here. They're probably on the 01s. But when I say 01s, like runway 01s for takeoff and everything. And the 3-4s. Oh, the 3-5s and 3-4s, not 01s. Well, yeah. Cool. Right, flaps 25. 157 for approach speed. Flaps 30. Disengage the autopilot. Disengage the auto throttle. my aircraft. Bring the nose down a bit. Get that back on that glide slope. Because we've got more flaps up, we've got more lift, so naturally we need to bring the nose down. Just get the same descent rate. Bit to left a bit. Getting a bit low. I think there's a piece of land inside the runway here. Yeah. Oh, it's gone now. That's weird.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue. Oh, I set the radiator 201. Is that right? I don't know. I was not looking while it's going.
30. 20.
Oh, throttle.
10.
Oh, what a greaser. Mess up the final approach though. It's got a bit too low there. So no reverses for today. Just going to do a lovely nice deceleration just to get us to the very end of the runway 26. Awesome. Right, manual braking. Let's brakes off. And it's a bit too fast to come off that exit, so we'll come off the next one. Right, I have no idea where we park, so I'll take a look once we've exited the runway at Romeo 8 apparently. Round we go. Right, taxi light, landing lights off, those can come off, steady on the strobes, carrying it down here quickly, let's clear up as well, speed rate's coming in, flaps are coming up, stop the timer, 2 hours and 34 minutes, so we are a bit delayed, only by like 10 minutes or so, which is fine. Awesome. Right, let's go and turn off the flight directors. Get rid of you, just switch you over so we just don't have the annoying things over there. We reset the barrow as well. And where do we park? Gate A26 apparently. So that's concourse A. Right, at the furthest part away, I think. Yes. That's quite a far taxi actually. Taxi down here. Right, let's go and request it then. Let's go to the map page and set TA only. No. So gate A or concourse A and 26 is not available. But however 28 is, but maybe 29, 31. 35, will that do? Yeah, that would do. Awesome. Delta Airlines. Awesome. Okay, good. So we're going to taxi down here at Mike, pretty much until we reach... I have no idea, I can't see what that says. Bravo Sierra, well actually Alpha November. Then we're going to go into the purple taxi line, make our way into A35. Sorry, I wasn't running Project Fly, so I have no idea what the landing rate was, but I have to say that was very smooth anyway. It was a lovely landing. Yeah, I'm currently taxiing at idle throttle at 34 knots. Right, we're cutting it to Lima and the next exit. So not this one, just the one over there. Right, so slow down the aircraft now. Just a tad. Don't want to use too much braking. Is that a dash, or am I just thinking that? No, it's just a private jet. Well, actually United. So coming in here onto Lima. And just gonna sneakily make our way through here. Don't mind me. Just making my way through here. Thank you very much. And then to the right here. Actually, probably could have done. Might have just messed this up. Actually, I didn't on the charts. Actually, I think it'd be alright. I think I'll be alright. Yeah, I hope I'm alright. Yes, down here. We need to go down here, down Kilo. Yes, perfect. Then we should find ourselves at Alpha November. No, I have messed this up. We were just on Alpha November. Right, let's go and get ourselves a new gate, shall we? Well, I might have just taxied around there a bit too fast there. I guess we could. That's where the Frontiers park. So, how about we actually go to the gate that the aircraft parked at like 30 minutes ago in real life, which is A28. Well, yeah. Awesome. Yeah, Denver's a confusing taxi line, let's say. It's confusing down here. Actually, well, we went north. There's quite a lot of frontier around here, actually. On the southern part of the Concourse A. Right, let's go and turn off the TCAS back to standby. And we'll clear up inside the cockpit as well. On the MCP, sorry. Like so. Get the APU started up. Right. Yeah, it's going to park amongst most of these Frontier aircraft. Under we bridge do we go? Awesome. They copied Gatwick. Oh wow, hello. Unless Gatwick copied them, who knows? Okay, so we need to go down here. Yes, I did go on the wrong taxi line. I need to go on this northern one, which is Alpha Sierra. We're just taxiing on Alpha there. This one will be here. Okay, it's quite tight. Yeah, it's quite tight actually. No idea where to park. Okay, it's right here. So we're doing Alpha 28 Bravo. Alpha, sorry. Keep it going round, keep it coming round. We should turn off the lights. Don't want to blind them, do we? Can't see the guy, the tug's in the way. And stop. Awesome. Right, park and brake is set. APU is running. We get the APU generator to on. And we can shut down the engines. Right, engine shutting down. Anti-collision light can come off. Seatbelt signs can come off. We'll turn off every fuel pump but one. Hydraulic pumps, just the central electric ones. We can turn off the engine ones, but what's the point? Window heats, probe heats. We're just going to start pretty much stay here for a while, let's say. So we'll go to the ground connections, wheel chocks, P2 covers, and request. No, not fuel truck. We'll request deboarding. There we go. Right, Delta. Jetway, please. There we go. Doors. Open up that door. Open up these two doors. Awesome. Okay, so your damper off. Like I said, we're staying here for a while, so turn off those IRSs. And packs can come off now. AP bleed on. And we are good. Cool. So, hope you guys enjoyed the flight. Sorry about that little taxiing coming into the gate here. Not really used to it actually. Well, I said we might have gone into the wrong taxiway back over there. We were on the correct one, I kind of messed it up. We were originally going to park around here, somewhere. I believe it's right here actually, A35, is that one there? Yeah, we're meant to be parking here next to the Iceland Air. Yeah, so we taxied down here. I thought we were on the wrong one, so I came down the end here, and we just came back down here. But luckily we just went to A28, which I believe is, well, real world flight went to A26 is where that frontier is right now, but A28 is fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed the flight today, and like I said, I don't know, maybe we're going back into the quality wings, who knows. This will be the last flight with the GTX 1060, and next flight will be in the 1070 Ti, which would be awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight, and I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye.